Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we give you digital updates on both local, regional, national, and sometimes international stories that are happening right now. We're broadcasting on multiple platforms, including Roku, Amazon Fire, our website, WTOC.com, the WTOC app, Facebook. That's where a bunch of you can actually chime in, and a lot of you saying hello already. Thank you so much. Patricia Call Swinson, Tammy Hayes, Cindy Burke. Shout out to Buford right there. I love my low country people who are watching. Kristen Menard, Charles Jackson, Teresa Robinson, Kristen Sock. See, I can't go through all of you guys, but I do appreciate those of you who are weighing in. We certainly appreciate it. You can always leave a comment, ask a question. I'll try to get to it. I certainly appreciate you guys. Oh, look, y'all want your shout-outs. You're saying Brunswick, Hilton Head, Rankin, Meridian. I got you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're starting with the outcome of a pretty big local court case. So Dion Jones has been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole for the murder of a U.S. Army captain in Savannah back in 2004 while that captain was walking with his girlfriend. So on Sunday, a jury found Dion Jones guilty of the felony murder of Scott Corwin. He was a U.S. Army captain during a robbery near Monterey Square. Now, the jury does not think he planned the attack, so he was acquitted on the malice murder charge. Jones was already in jail on an unrelated issue when his warrant was served. He also received 10 additional years on his sentence for intimidating a witness. Again, WTOC's Sean Evans working this story right now. He was at the sentencing hearing, and we'll have more on his story tonight. So life in prison for that guy. Well, we started the day kind of nasty. A lot of rain, pretty sure, on your morning commute. It's been spotty throughout the day. I want to take a live look at a sky cam right now. This is the Westin Hilton Head sky cam. You see the big old clouds out there. It's pretty gray. Not too many people on the beach. Not beach weather. Kind of gross. So far today has been this heaviest single-day rainfall total since September 2017. So if you thought the rain was coming down really hard, you were right. Street flooding in the typical spots where it usually happens. WTOC meteorologist Cutter Martin has more on the weather and what you can expect.
After a morning with widespread rainfall and a few instances of street flooding, we're looking ahead to this afternoon. New data coming in. This particular forecast model did very well with this morning's round of rainfall, and it, too, is developing new showers, maybe a couple of thunder showers this afternoon, specifically across areas south of 16, west of I-95, areas that have gotten a bit of a break so far today, but it redevelops rainfall, pushing back into the Savannah Metro at periodic times through the afternoon. Even the evening drive could be a little bit wet out there, but in general, after sunset, getting into the early and mid-evening hours, we're going to see that rain, the real heavy stuff, the widespread rain, shift to the north of our area, which is lingering, kind of splash and dash light to moderate showers, redeveloping through the late evening, early morning hours of Tuesday. So in general, scattered downpours continue this afternoon. One or two of those could be strong, but not quite as widespread as the rain this morning. We'll be keeping you updated. TV, WTOC.com, and here in the weather app.
Keep in mind, you can always stay in touch with the weather locally by getting the WTOC First Alert weather app. It's free for iPhone or Android. All right, switching gears. Georgia Cities Week is underway right now for the next several days. Cities all across the state will host various events to highlight their communities. And right now, the city of Hinesville is shouting themselves out in the best way possible. Our Zach Logan has details.
Well, it's been a rainy start to Georgia Cities Week, but there's a lot going on this week, especially here in Hinesville. Georgia Cities Week gives cities the opportunity to showcase their communities and the services they offer to their residents. Here's a look at some of the events going on this week. Tomorrow, residents in Hinesville can sip some tea and enjoy a history lesson. A free sweet tea party will take place tomorrow from 1 to 3 at the Hinesville City Hall lobby. Participants can enjoy a glass of peach tea as they look at old historic photos of Hinesville. On Thursday, Hinesville's mayor will deliver the state of the city at noon at the Liberty County Performing Arts Center. The mayor is expected to discuss the city's improved financial state, economic development, and future projects. The week ends with the Great American Cleanup on Saturday. Residents are encouraged to meet at Bradwell Park at 8:30 to help clean up the area. Organizers say they have a lot going on this week, and they hope residents will take advantage of some of the events.
I think people don't understand the infrastructure needs. They don't understand the services that their police department and their fire departments offer. And it's a once-a-year opportunity that I like to take advantage of saying, we're here, these are our services that we're giving to you because your tax dollars allow us to provide them to you, so use them.
Of course, we'll have all of the information for you on our website, WTOC.com. Reporting in Hinesville, Zach Logan, WTOC News.
Good to know. I know a lot of people from Hinesville tune into these digital newscasts, so we certainly want to make sure you get your fair share amount of time and the good things that are going on in the city of Hinesville. Again, I want to thank those of you who are joining me online. We've got a shout out from Atlanta, Evelina Holmes Cooper. Thank you so much. Some of you guys weighing in now about the story we had about the gentleman who's been sentenced to life in prison for killing a U.S. Army captain in Savannah back in 2004. A lot of you saying that he should get the death penalty. Ray Plucker, Jane Bledner, all saying that he should not be able to serve time in jail. He should just die. Why should we pay for them? And then other people chiming in saying, hey, I agree with you. I think about that. Keep in mind, WTOC's Sean Evans is looking into that story and working on that, so you will hear more about that story later on. Switching gears, if you're in Savannah, SPD has a brand new website. I'm going to bring it up for you so you can take a look at it. So they did the overhaul because they said they wanted to make it more user-friendly, both on a desktop and mobile. So if you scroll down, right in the middle right there, they have a lot of rectangles, news, reports, how you can join if they've got jobs and you think you're qualified and you're interested in applying, to learn more about the department, right? Digital Executive Producer Clint is highlighting the different areas right now. And also, if you go even lower, you can actually see different reports that they have, different departments. Go even lower, Clint, even lower. Right there, boom, reports in your face. If you want to create a police report or obtain one, that's where you go. And if you go even lower than that, I believe they have different things. Okay, outreach, crime data. That's what I want to highlight. Scroll a little lower. Right there. Weekly reports, weekly maps, annual report, and interactive crime maps. The reason this might interest you is because if there's an area you want to check out, maybe your kid's going to school there, maybe you're anticipating getting a job there, you can actually look at the crime data, and you can really get specific with mapping out. Not only was it an aggravated assault, was it a rape, was it a burglary? So you can zoom in at different areas of town. They've got different icons. So that is something at your fingertips that you can highlight. This can also be proactive. You can also say, hey, look, where I live is pretty safe in the city of Savannah. So good resource to have at your fingertips. SPD, again, saying they made the overhaul to make it more user-friendly, both on a desktop and a mobile device. I've been checking it out. You can get kind of lost in there. There's a lot of little pages in there to go through. All right. I always tell you this is local, state, and national news, but every now and then we have some international news. You might know some royalty was born today. Prince William and Duchess Kate had their third child, a baby boy, early this morning. And get this, she's already out of the hospital wearing a dress and heels, no less. So here's a little more on what makes this particular birth so special.
William and Kate are the first royal couple in, I think, almost more than 40 years to have 3. Most royal couples recently have stopped at 2.
Now, we won't know the name of the new prince for another couple days, but it's typically something really traditional that's in the family. So many are suspecting that it could be Prince Arthur, and that would be appropriate. Again, Duchess Kate and Prince William out of the hospital. She's in heels. Any of my girlfriends that have had a baby have not been in heels a mere 5 to 6 hours after giving birth. But you know what? Kudos to her. Maybe it's in the blood. She is royalty. They're a little different. Congrats to her. Looking forward to learning the name of the new little prince when they make that announcement. And then, of course, after all the hoopla is over, we're going to want to see more pictures of his face. He was kind of swaddled when they came out of the hospital in England and London a couple of hours ago. However, once the hoopla over that is over, everyone's moving on to the royal wedding because that's taking place next month. So Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the American princess. So a lot's going to be going on there. I'm going to get back to Facebook, see if you guys have any statements, any questions. TJ Taylor, going back to the local man who was arrested and sentenced to life in prison for killing a U.S. Army captain. He's saying death sentence instantly carried out. Boom. A lot of people agree, thinking that would deter a lot of violent crime. Again, if you're just now tuning in, that is one of our lead stories today. WTOC's Sean Evans is working on that story, and you can't expect to learn more. We are going to have another digital update for you at 3 o'clock. Until then, you can always visit us on our website, WTOC.com, and our social media pages, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff. So we'll see you in a little bit.